Welcome back to Palm Field here in St. Anthony. Game number 2 of the Sweet 16 in the Minnesota Class A Amateur Baseball Championship. Jeff Pappas, my name, and it's time for Game 2. St. Louis Park, the number 2 team in the third place standings, taking on the Lions Pub Warriors, the winners of Group B. St. Louis Park Pirates. Here is the starting lineup. Leading off, the shortstop, number 32, Alex Fedgy Johnson. Batting second, the right fielder, number 34, Chris Duda. Batting third and playing second base, number 3, Jake Mangler. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 42, Donald Blunt. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 33, Joe Pierce. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 11, Matt Paulson. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 22, Tony Manville. Batting eighth and playing center field, number 24, Mike Arlt. And doing the catching and batting ninth, number 45, Sam Hunt. Doing the pitching for St. Louis Park Pirates today, Andy Davis.
As we wait for first pitch and
the starting lineup for the Lions Pub Warriors, leading off and playing second base, number 29, Brennan Swan. Batting second and playing center field, number 17, Charlie Rubendahl. Batting third and playing short, number 11, Chad Ogden. Batting fourth and playing third base, number 13, Rob Shilgen. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 34, Tom Corcoran. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 14, Tim Mettert. Batting seventh and doing the catching, number 25, James Farr. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 7, Jeff Klavitz. And batting ninth and playing left field, number 9, Dan Casaza. And the starting pitcher for Lions Pub Warriors is John Spanier. We want to note that our games today are presented by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone, and by Wings Financial. We're for people like you.
Number 45, Sam Hunt. And on the mound today for St. Louis Park, number 5, Andy Davis.
Ready to get our game underway momentarily here. The Pirates in the black. Actually, both teams in the black. How do you like that? Both teams wearing dark uniforms.
Your second baseman, number 29.
If you look at this as a Pirates sort of thing, that's the nickname of the St. Louis Park team. The Pirates would actually be wearing the colors of the Lions Pub Warriors, which would be the gold
third, number 11.
and black. The Pirates and the St. Louis Park High School colors of black and orange.
Number 13.
As the
your third
coaches and
Rob
finish up their
next up will be your designated hitter, number
conversation before the game. I will clean up the coffee that I have spilled, unfortunately, which is
next up
what I had to drink for the second game, and 14, that is now gone. So
Tim Mettert.
Broadcasters' problems here in the second game. The first game won
your catcher
by Steelman's Irish 5-0.
Batting eighth, left fielder.
Over the St. Paul Hops, a 2-hit shutout for Teddy Klingsporn, who struck out 12 in that game. And now the
Dan Casaza.
Lions Pub Warriors take the field for
Lions Pub, number 21, John
the first inning, and there we'll get a look at John Spanier. Big, tall, right-handed pitcher getting ready to face the Pirates in the first inning. Hard to imagine a better pitching performance than Klingsporn's in the first game, but these two young men will give it their best. We invite you to visit townballmn.com and revisit the 2019 Emmy Award-nominated series Town Ball, Uniquely Minnesota. An 8-part series that looks at the very essence of the Minnesota amateur baseball scene. Log on to townballmn.com to download your favorite episode or the entire series. And we're proud, of course, the Minnesota Baseball Association is proud to present the 2020 state tournaments. You can follow along on the website at mnbaseball.org or join the Twitter feed at MinBaseball. Spanier finishing up his warm-up tosses, and we'll get this underway. These are two teams that have some history in this event, and solid history it is. St. Louis Park has won this tournament 3 times, most recently in 2018. Also won it in 2002 and 2008. They finished runners-up 5 times, third place twice. And they've been here 21 times with the state tournament. And we are ready to get this game underway. Alex Fedgy Johnson, the shortstop, number 32, will lead off.
On the mound once again for
Spanier ready? And we're ready here to get this underway.
And leading off for St. Louis Park, shortstop number 32, Alex Fedgy Johnson.
Spanier ready, and here's the first pitch of game 2. It is off the plate for ball 1 at 1:01 this afternoon. Getting underway right on time. Here's the 1-0, and there's a strike called on the outside corner. Evens up the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Duda due next, Mangler to follow. And Spanier ready, and here he comes 1-1. That is over for a strike as well. 1 ball and 2 strikes. St. Louis Park is actually on a 2-game losing streak coming into this game. They're trying to fix that. Here's the pitch on the way, swung on and rolled towards third, and it's going to go foul. They won their first 2 pool games against Hittog 15-5 on August the 5th, and then the Tri-City Shark August 8th by a score of 7-2, but the last 2 games they've lost, and that put them into the 3rd place playoff part of this pool. It's still a very good team. 18-4, the Riverview League champions. Here's the pitch, and that is taken a little bit high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. They lost to Highland Park on August 10th, 11-3, and then to the Minneapolis Cobras the next night, 4-3. So they're trying to snap out of that, and they got a tough opponent to do it against. Spanier 2-2, and he's upstairs. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Fedgie Johnson. They face a team in Lions Pub Warriors that have only allowed 7 runs in 4 games. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He threw it right past him for a strikeout.
Next up for the Pirates.
First batter strikes out, and here's Duda.
And the right fielder, Chris Duda.
Chris Duda, right. If you look at his right foot, it is right on the edge of the batter's box. He is about as close to the plate as you can get and still be legal. And here's the pitch from Spanier. And he starts him right down the middle for strike 1. Duda, the right fielder, left-handed batter. Spangler ready, here he comes. Swung on and chopped foul at the plate for strike 2. So St. Louis Park, 15-3 in the season, 3-1 in the playoffs, 2-2 here at state, and they 18-4 overall. And now here is the pitch on the way. That is upstairs to Duda. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A little bit of a breeze here behind the plate, not so much in the outfield. Flagpole hanging limp, and here is the pitch to Duda. He swings and he lines one to right field, a base hit for Chris Duda, and he is aboard here in the first inning with 1 out for Jake Mangler, the second baseman.
Second baseman now, number 3, Jake Mangler.
Duda at first base and 1 out. Duda got a fastball down, and he knew what to do with it. Put it into right field for a base hit. Here's Mangler, and he fouls one back over the screen for strike 1. Donald Blunt, the third baseman, moves into the on-deck circle. John Spanier, see how he deals with Duda at first base. Pretty good lead there. Now the pitch. Swung on and grounded sharply to short. Double play ball. Ogden to Swan for 1. On to first, and it is in time. Mangler rolls into a 6-4-3 double play. And that retires the side in the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. 1/2 in the books. St. Louis Park, nothing. Lions Pub coming to bat here on Prep Spotlight TV. Bottom of the first inning here in St. Anthony, a beautiful facility Palms Porch in right field, just over the 315 sign by the right field pole. About 2 rows of bleacher seats there. The rest behind the plate. Just a lovely little facility here. Lions Pub Warriors coming to the plate in the first inning. It'll be Swan, Rubendahl, Ogden to start off against Andy Davis, a right-handed pitcher. And his catcher a chance to throw down to second base.
Again for the Pirates, number 5, Andy Davis.
And here's Swan.
For the Lions Pub Warriors, second baseman.
Left-handed batter. Lions Pub Warriors made it to the last day last season. And they were eliminated by the Metro Knights in an elimination game just before the finals last year. So they've been here before. Blunt is on the grass at third base. And here's the first pitch from Davis. And it's low and in for ball 1. So Blunt looking for bunt here. Davis ready, and here he comes. Breaking pitch over for a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. They had scored 11 runs in each of their first 3 pool play games, this Lions Pub team. Davis ready, here he comes, 1-1. Swung on and sliced foul on the third base side, and that will get out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Minneapolis River Rats 11-1 on the 5th, and the over the Rosetown A's 11-3 the next night, and 11-2 over Max Strength on August 9th. Here's the pitch, swung on, and that is grounded foul down the first base side. Pierce was over, he had a play on it, but it was foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And then on August 11th, a 3-1 win over the Metro Knights for this Lions Pub team. 36 runs scored, 7 runs allowed. So they're in a good groove. Davis ready. Here comes his 1-2. Low and in. Evens the count, 2-2. Left-handed batter, Brennan Swan up in the box. Towards the plate. Now Davis ready, and here he comes 2-2. That is low and in, and the string is out on Swan, the first batter in the bottom of the first inning for Lions Pub. Davis ready, and here he comes 3-2. Swung on, and that is spoiled as he flips it foul over the screen. And the count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Davis works without a windup, and pitch is fouled away down the third base side out of play. It's a good battle here between Davis and Swan to start off the game for Lions Pub. Davis ready, and here he comes again on 3-2. Swung on and line in the hole and into left field, a base hit for Brennan Swan. 9-pitch at bat ends with victory for the leadoff man, a single to left field, and here's Charlie Rubendahl, the center fielder.
Center fielder now, number 17, Charlie Rubendahl.
So Rubendahl ready, and Swan will get his lead at first base. It's a good lead he's got. The pitch, swung on, grounded to first base, hits the bag and rolls into right field. Swan around second, and he will make third. A base hit for Rubendahl that hit the first base bag and bounded into right field. Swan takes third, so there's runners at the corners with nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Here's Ogden, the shortstop.
Batting now, the shortstop, number
Chad Ogden for Lions Pub, who are threatening to break through here in the first inning. First and third, nobody out. Davis ready, and here he comes using a jam right away. A strike called in the outside corner to Chad Ogden. Rob Shilgen, the cleanup hitter, into the on-deck circle. Davis from the belt, swung on and fouled at the plate. Strike 2 to Ogden. This is where you'd like to get a strikeout if you are able. Andy Davis here trying to do just that. 2 strikes to Chad Ogden. pitch. Runner goes, swung on and grounded to short. Veggie Johnson will go on to first base, records the out, and the run scores. So Chad Ogden grounds out 6-3 for the first out, but gets an RBI. Swan comes in to score. Rubendahl takes second, and it's 1-0 for Lions Pub.
Third baseman now, number 13.
Here in the bottom of the first inning, and here's Rob Shilgen, the third baseman wearing lucky 13. Left-handed batter. Rubendahl gets his lead from second base, and here's the pitch. And there's a strike called in the outside corner to Shilgen. Shilgen, excuse me. Davis ready. And here is the pitch. Swung on, line into center field. That's a base hit. Rubendahl is being waved around third. Throw comes in. It's going to be cut off, and it's 2-0. So the cleanup hitter, Rob Shilgen, lines a single up the middle, scoring Rubendahl.
Designated hitter now, number 34, Tom.
And here's Tom Corcoran, the designated hitter. One out, runner at first base, and 2 in for Lions Pub in the bottom of the first inning. Davis ready, and here's the pitch, and that is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Tim Mettert, the first baseman, is on deck. That's off the plate. 2-0. 2 runs on 3 hits so far in the first inning for Lions Pub, all singles. Now the pitch. Swung on and lifted foul over the plate. Back over the screen and out of play. 2-1. Coming up at 4 o'clock today, the defending champion Minneapolis Cobras will take on the Northwest Orioles in their playoff game, and I'll give way to Steve Thompson for the afternoon and evening session here from home field. I'll throw over to first base to keep Shilgen honest. I'll be back here next Sunday for the Class A semis and finals. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a foul tip at the plate. 2-2 to Corcoran. Should be a fun tournament. And, of course, all games in Class A, B, and C here on Prep Spotlight TV, streamed live. Glad to have you along as Corcoran works out of an 0-2 hole. He swings and lifts one high in the air to right field. Duda going back for it. It is pretty well hit, and it is gone. It is a 2-run homer for Tom Corcoran. And Lions Pub opens up a 4-0 advantage on a 2-run bomb by the designated hitter, Tom Corcoran. Scoring Shilgen ahead of him. I didn't think that looked as good as it did off the bat as it eventually turned out to be. It's obviously a well-hit ball, but it carried well over the 315 sign and over the Palms porch area. Here's Mettert, the first baseman. Strike called to Mettert. 4 runs in the bottom of the first inning for Lions Pub. They are off to a solid start offensively, and here's the pitch on the way. Curveball hitting the air to left. That's pretty well hit. Manville is going back on it. He's shy of the track, though. He's got room, and he makes the catch for the second out. And that'll bring up the catcher, James Farr.
Now the catcher, number 25, James Farr.
7th man to bat in the first inning. Two out, base is empty. And Davis works. There's a breaking pitch that is called low. 1 ball and no strikes. Jeff Klavitz, the right fielder, is on deck now for Lions Pub, which is off to a solid start here. The 1-0. Threw it right past him, and that caught the umpire. And that hurts. And that smarts. We'll have a discussion here, and the base umpire says, better you than me, and heads back down to the first base to do his job. Looks like everything's going to be okay, and 1 ball and 1 strike to James Farr, and an apology coming certainly from Hunt, the catcher, as that didn't work out the way anybody intended, I think. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Farr. Here's a pitch. That's a strike called on the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. It just caught the front edge. So Farr in a 1-2 hole now. 2 down here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch. Swung on and lifted foul. Out of play. Count rides. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now Davis ready, and he works. Swung on and stroked his short. Veggie Johnson takes the short hop and throws low to first base, and it gets away. And Farr heading for second. Throw from first base will get him. So Farr is retired, and that ends the first inning. 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and nobody left. We played 1 inning, and it's 4-0 Lions Pub here on Prep Spotlight TV. Top of the second inning. And a 4-0 game for Lions Pub. The play ended the first inning on a throwing error to allow the runner to reach, and then a 3-6 out recorded with the runner trying to advance to second base. So an error, but it was immediately dealt with by the St. Louis Park defense. When we go to the top of the second inning, it's going to be 4-5-6. Donald Blunt, Joe Pierce, Matt Paulson to face John Spanier. And the batter at the time, James Farr, was also the catcher, so he had to go get dressed. When a catcher makes the third out, it's often a little bit of a delay as we get back to play. And now here's Donald Blunt, the third baseman, leading off for St. Louis Park, wearing Jackie Robinson's 42. Tall right-handed batter, and he's facing John Spanier. He needed 13 pitches for the first inning, 9 strikes. Spanier, here's the pitch. Blunt swings and laces one to center. Rubendahl going back on it, and he makes the catch. A line shot by Blunt, but right at the center fielder for the first out. And here's Joe Pierce, the first baseman.
First baseman now, number 33, Joe Pierce.
Right-handed batter, where's number 33? Spanier ready, and here's his pitch. Straight called on the inside corner. First game today, a 5-0 win for the Irish over the Hops. Stockman's Irish 5-0 over the St. Paul Hops as Pierce fouls one away at the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. Spanier ready, and here's his pitch. Swung on, and that's grounded to short. Ogden up with it. Throws on to first. That throw was wide, and it pulled him off the base. It would have been close anyway, but the throw pulled him off.
Designated hitter now, number 11, Matt.
And here's Matt Paulson, and I don't know that he would have gotten him anyway on that play, so I'm going to score that an infield single and be charitable here. And here's Matt Paulson, the designated hitter. So a base runner with 1 out for St. Louis Park. They had that in the first inning too, and here is the pitch. Taking all the way. Paulson lets it strike 1. Mangler grounded into a double play last time they had first base and 1 out, and trying to avoid a similar fate this time. Spanier Sets. There goes the runner. Pitches inside. No, and he bluffed. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Be a little aggressive. You're down 4 runs and moving base runners. We'll see. 1 ball, 1 strike to Matt Paulson. Here's a pitch. That is in the dirt, and a nice stop there by Farr, the catcher. 2 balls and a strike to Paulson. Manville, the left fielder, is on deck. Spaniard to the belt. There he comes. Swung on and stroked down the third baseline. Chilgen to his right has it. Throws to second for 1. On to first, another double play. Paulson rolls into around the horn. 5-4-3. Well, 2 double plays in 2 innings. And the St. Louis Park Pirates are set down. No runs, 1 hits, no errors, nobody left. Bottom of the second, 4-0 Lions Pub here on Prep Spotlight TV. Bottom of the second inning coming up from Palm Field here in St. Anthony. Lovely facility. Because baseball is one of these goofy games. If you look at it from a purely statistical point of view, the first inning for Davis, the pitcher for St. Louis Park, 27 pitches, 21 strikes, and he allowed 4 runs, 4 hits in the inning. But he was around the plate constantly. It was at a 3-ball count on the first batter, Swan, and that was it. So he's had trouble getting off the field, and he'll face 8, 9, and 1 for the Warriors in the bottom of the second inning. Klavitz, Casaza, and Swan as they'll flip the order. Here's the right fielder, Jeff Klavitz, left-handed batter to get us started in the bottom of the second inning.
Starting off
Lions Pub, 4 runs, 4 hits.
For Lions Pub, right fielder number 7.
St. Louis Park, no runs, 2 hits, and has bounced into 2 double plays already, so some fine defense by Lions Pub, and there's a breaking ball over for a strike to Klavitz, 0-1. They go 6-4-3, 5-4-3 to get out of the first 2 innings, and here's the pitch. That's swung on and missed at the plate. 0-2 to Jeff Klavitz. So Davis ahead in the count and ready to go as he winds up, and here's his 0-2. That is just a little bit inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Defending champs coming up at 4, Minneapolis Cobras and Northwest Orioles. Here's the pitch. Swung on and sliced fouled on the third base side out of play. Count rides. 1-2 to Klavitz. Now Davis ready. Swing and a pop into short left field. Shortstop over. It's going to drop as Fedgie Johnson couldn't get to it, and it's a bloop single for Klavitz to start the second inning. Some hard luck there for St. Louis Park as they could not get there and make a play. And here's Casaza, the left fielder. Klavitz at first base, nobody out. Top of the second. Lions Pub already on top, 4-0. And with a leadoff runner. Squares the bunt, drops it in front of the plate. It's well done. Throw on to first base is in time. And Casaza with a sacrifice for the first out. Klavitz takes second, and it brings up Brennan Swan, top of the order, singled and scored in the first inning, 1 for 1.
Warriors with 1 away.
A nice play there by Hunt.
Number 29, Brennan Swan.
And we have some bullpen activity here for St. Louis Park. Here's a pitch. A strike called on the inside corner. Now A breaking pitch, and that is roped into right center field for a base hit. And Klabitz is going to be held at third as Swan lines his second straight hit. That one to right field. And it brings up Rubendahl, the center fielder. He singled his first time up. Well, Davis is having trouble, and they have a trip to the mound. Pete Fuller warming up, number 23 down the line for St. Louis Park. Trailing 4-0. Now the home plate umpire will come out and break up the meeting, and Davis will stay in there. He's been around the plate, but he's allowed 6 hits, and all of them have been sharply struck with the exception of Klabitz with a bloop single to start this inning. And here's Rubendahl.
Charlie Rubendahl.
At the corners, nobody out, and let's see where they place the infield. Blunt is even with the bag at third base. Middle infield, a double play depth. They hold the runner. And here's the pitch. Swung on, and that is line, and it's past Blunt into left field for a base hit. Klabitz comes in to score to make it 5-0. As Rubendahl lines a hit to left center field. Swan goes to second base, and here's Ogden.
First out now, number 11, Chad Ogden.
Grounded out to short his first time up, first and second. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. It's 5-0. There's a strike called. Chad Ogden out of Egan. Ready to go. 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's long ball to left field. Over for it is Manville, and that is going to reach the fence. Swan comes in to score. Rubendahl is being held. It's a double for Ogden, and it's 6-0 Lions Pub in the second inning. Everything's been well hit. Davis has been around the plate, but Lions Pub has not been fooled. And now we'll get the second visit and a pitching change here. It scores 6-0, and Davis will leave. We'll take a break and come back with more right after this. My error on the pitcher, it's Tony Grabowski, number 26, that is in the game now for St. Louis Park in the second inning. Lions Pub up 6-0 with runners at second and third, still only 1 out. Andy Davis in inning the third, 8 hits, 6 runs so far. And is responsible for Rubendahl and Ogden at second and third base. 37 pitches, 29 strikes, and he's out of the ball game after allowing 8 hits. So he's around the plate, and Lions Pub just hit him. There's just no other way to say it. Look at Tony Grabowski, the right-hander. Got a few more warm-up pitches. When we come back, it'll be Rubendahl at third, Ogden at second, and Rob Shilgen, the third baseman, will be at the plate. Again, coming up at 4 o'clock, Minneapolis Cobras and the Northwest Orioles.
On the mound now.
Sure to visit townballmn.com and revisit the 2019 Emmy Award-nominated series Townball, Uniquely Minnesota, an 8-part series that looks at the very essence of the Minnesota amateur baseball scene. Log on to townballmn.com to download your favorite episode or the entire series. All right, here's Shilgen, and he will face Tony Grabowski. Swung on and sliced foul on the third base side. So Grabowski inherits a tough situation here. See if he can keep anybody else from scoring here in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch. Ogden swings and, Shiljan swings and lifts one to short. A pop fly, and it's caught by Veggie Johnson for the second out.
Designated hitter now, number 34, Tom Corcoran.
And it'll bring up Tom Corcoran. Designated hitter, hit a home run to right his last time up. He gave that one a ride. So we'll get a quick conference here as Hunt goes out to talk to his pitcher. 6-0. Lions Pub on top in the bottom half of the second inning. Grabowski looks in and is ready to go. Here's his pitch. Swing and a miss. Corcoran looked like he tried to hold up on that ball and well through the strike zone. Strike one to Corcoran. And he threw a fastball right past him there, 0-2. Medard is on deck if Corcoran can reach here in the second inning. Grabowski ready, and here's the pitch. And that's up and away with a fastball, 1-2. Looks in for the sign, already a 6-0 game here. Grabowski works, and that's fouled straight back to the screen by Corcoran. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Count rides, 6 runs, 8 hits already for Lions Pub. Now Grabowski ready, and here is the delivery. He laid off. A little bit high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Grabowski looks in for the sign. Now he's got one he likes. There's the 2-2. Fastball jammed him, and he pops it into foul ground on the first base side. Pierce over by the dugout, see if he has room for a play. And he does not. Runs out of room. Corcoran gets a assist here from the foul ground at Palm Field. Not a lot of foul ground here, and I mean, not a lot of room between the plate and the backstop either. You saw that come into play in the first game a couple of times. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Fastball is fouled straight back. And holds at 2-2. Now Grabowski comes set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that retires the side. They have to throw him out, though, as the ball got past the catcher. So Grabowski gets out of the inning. His first strikeout. But 2 more runs score on 4 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. 2 innings in the books. It's 6-0 Lions Pub here on Prep Spotlight TV.
Either the front.
He wasn't buying it. 2-2. Spanier pitches a ground ball to the right side. Swan has it, drops it, picks it up again, and throws him out. Veggie Johnson is retired 4-3, and that retires St. Louis Park in the 3rd inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. 2.5 at 6-0 Lions Pub here on Prep Spotlight TV. Bottom of the third inning here at Palm Field in St. Anthony, home of the St. Anthony Village Huskies. And a beautiful place this is. It'll be 6, 7, 8 in the third inning. Mettert, Farr, and Klavitz against Tony Grabowski, who got the last 2 outs in the second inning. The line
First baseman, number 14, Tim
on Andy Davis, an inning in the third, 6 runs earned, 8 hits rather, no strikeouts or walks. There's Mettert, flew to left, his first time up, 0 for 1. And he rolls one foul down the third base side. 0-1. Game's going on here up to semifinals and finals next Sunday. Here on this field, I'll have the call of all 3 of those semis and the final. Triple header, swung on and lifted foul. Out of play on the first base side by Mettert. 2 strikes. Now Grabowski ready, and here is his pitch. Upstairs, and that caught the umpire. He's been hit twice. That one caught him in the mask, and he has been hit twice in the first 3 innings, and that is head contact, so they're going to have a little discussion here. As Grabowski's pitch was up. And they're going to take him over to the dugout and let him collect himself a little bit, and we'll see if they swap positions here. This is it's been a tough first few innings here for our home plate umpire. Got caught with a fastball in the first inning, and then now took one right in the mask here in the third. It's not easy, that job. Now let's see if I think he's going to keep at it, which would be an achievement. Let's put it that way. He's been beat up. Yeah, now the pitcher, Grabowski, comes over and inquires as to his plate umpire's general health, and having a little huddle here with the pitcher Grabowski, the catcher Hunt, and the 2 umpires. We're going to keep going here. And they're going to give Grabowski a couple of warm-up tosses here. It'll be 1 and 2 to Mettert when we come back to. Well, I play. He sees that fastball coming right at his mask. He's got to be thinking, I hope he catches that. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Mettert. Combat pay for our men in blue here today. We're ready to go. And here's the 1-2. That is off the plate. Evens the count. Two and 2. Now ready to go again, and Grabowski. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Second strikeout, for Grabowski, and it'll bring up Farr The catcher
now, number
reached on an
45,
error and then was
James
thrown out trying to
Barr.
advance in the first inning. So one gone here in the home half of the third. Grabowski works. Fastball is a little high. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's Grabowski ready, and his pitch is right through there for a strike. 1-1. Klavitz, the right fielder, is on deck, the number 8 man in the order. And the pitch. That's a little high. 2-1. Six nothing Lions Pub here in the bottom half of the third. 4 in the first, 2 in the second. And the pitch. Foul tip at the plate, and it's 2-2. Farr standing in. And Grabowski is ready to go, and here is the 2-2. Off the plate and low, and the string is out. 3 balls and 2 strikes. See if Lions Pub is able to come up with another crooked number here. It'll be the third straight inning they've done that. And here is the 3-2 delivery, and that is a called third strike on the outside corner, and Farr is caught looking. Third straight strikeout for Grabowski. And here's Klavitz, the right fielder.
7, Jeff Klavitz.
Now Grabowski ready, and here is the pitch. Klavitz swings and lifts one to left field. Manville coming in on it, and he's got it measured and makes the catch. So Klavitz is retired, and the 12-pitch inning. St. Louis Park is off the field. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. He played 3 at 6-0 Lions Pub here on Prep Spotlight TV.
Stands are open.
Top of the fourth here at Palm Field, 6-0. Lions Pub on top of St. Louis Park. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Lions Pub. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for St. Louis Park. And here's the number 2 man, Chris Duda.
4th inning for St. Louis Park. The right fielder, number 34, Chris Duda.
Duda had a base hit to right field and then was erased on the front end of the double play that ended the first inning. Spanier ready. Here's a pitch. Duda swings and lifts one down the left side, and Shiljan drifting into foul ground has a play, and he makes the catch. First pitch, and Duda fouls out to third base. Here's Mangler, rolled into a 6-4-3 double play, his first time up.
Baseman number 3, Jake Mangler.
He's 0 for 1. 34 pitches through 3 innings for John Spanier. About 3 singles, struck out 1. Now the pitch. Big bender over for a strike. Donald Blunt in the on-deck circle. And the 0-1 swung on, and that's hitting the air to short center field. Ogden out, Rubendahl coming in, and it's going to land between them for a base hit. So a bloop single for Mangler to center field. 4th hit for St. Louis Park. And it'll bring up Blunt, who hit it right on the screws his first time up, but right at Rubendahl for a line out to center field.
Third
He
baseman
is 0 for 1.
42, Donald Blunt.
He's only seen 1 pitch from Spanier. He knows about the fastball. So Mangler at first base with one out in the fourth. St. Louis Park has had base runners in every inning. Now Spanier ready, and here's his pitch. Strike called to Donald Blunt. Pierce, the first baseman, on deck, and St. Louis Park needs patience and base runners at this point. And here's the pitch. Big breaking ball, swing and a miss. Kind of the Pedro Serrano swing at the breaking ball there by Blunt. Of course, the last one he hit out of the park, if I remember Major League correctly. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to him. Swung on and rolled over the mound. Swan coming in for it. He'll throw to second base, and it gets away. They're going to call him out. They're going to call him out at second base. And it's a fielder's choice. Blunt will reach.
With 2 away, first baseman,
So 4-6.
Joe Pierce
Is the scoring, and Pierce, the first baseman, singled his first time up. He said, I don't know if he said he had the ball long enough or dropped it on the transfer, but the out call made at second base, and Blunt is the base runner. Swung on and grounded to short. Ogden is up with it. He shovels it over to Swan to force Blunt and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We have played 3.5, 6-0 here on Prep Spotlight TV. 6-0. Lions Pub Warriors on top. They send 9-1-2 to the plate against Tony Grabowski, who is starting his second full inning of work. Gone an inning and 2/3 so far. He struck out 3 and has retired all 5 men he has faced. After a tough outing for the starter, Andy Davis allowed 8 runs and 6 earned, 8 hits and 6 earned runs in an inning and a third. Here's Casaza. Sacrifice in the first inning, a sacrifice bunt, so no official plate appearance for him as yet.
Half of the 4th inning for the Lions Pub. Left fielder number 9, Dan Casaza.
And now that'll bring Blunt into the grass at third base in case he has thoughts of trying it again. And here's a pitch from Grabowski. That's low and in. That caught him on the foot, I think. Boy, that's a tough day. 1 strike, 2, or 1 Casaza. And a pitch. On the corner. Grabowski ready. Here he comes, 1-1. Low. Had plenty of plate. Just a little bit low, and Grabowski behind in the count now. Here's a 2-1. That's up and off the plate. 3-1. So Grabowski will go back behind the mound and now reclimb the summit. And he's ready to work. Here comes the pitch. That is strike 2 on the outside corner. String is out now on Casaza. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now he's ready, and here's the wind. Here's the 3-2. He got him looking. Yeah, Casaza had flipped his bat like he was heading towards first base, and as a result, his bat gets a head start on him heading back to the dugout. Strikeout number 4 for Grabowski, and here is Brennan Swan.
Brennan Swan.
Singled and scored in the first, singled and scored in the second, so he's starting a pattern here. 2 for 2, and here's the pitch. Pitch is up, 1 ball and no strikes. 6 men up, 6 men down against Tony Grabowski in relief so far, and now here is the pitch. Swung on, it popped up in the third base side. Blunt going into foul ground. Looking for it, as it measured, makes the catch. And Swan retired on a foul out. to third base, and it'll bring up Rubendahl, the center fielder, singled and scored in the first, singled in a run, and was stranded in the second. 2 for 2.
Charlie Rubendahl.
Grabowski ready, and here is the pitch. That's upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. He had thrown 22 pitches in his first inning and 2/3, 15 strikes. Pitching pretty efficiently here, and now here he comes again, and that is off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Chad Ogden, shortstop, is waiting on deck. Grabowski works. Off the plate, 3-0. Lions Pub, 4 runs in the first inning, 2 in the second. They've been cruising ever since. Here's the pitch, 3-0, and that is in the dirt. First walk issued by Tony Grabowski. After 4 strikeouts.
Shortstop now, number 11, Chad
And here comes Chad Ogden, the shortstop, 1 for 2. Bounced as short in the first inning, doubled in a run in the second. So Rubendahl is the first base runner against Grabowski, who has a look over. And he's upstairs with that one. 1 ball and no strikes. That's 5 in a row out of the zone by Grabowski. Rubendahl gets his lead from first base. And the pitch. Fastball is popped straight up, and that's going to get over the roof and out of play here. 1-1. So Grabowski looks in to hunt for the sign as Ogden steps back in. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner at first base. Here's the pitch. That is away, and it gets back to the screen. That's going to move Rubendahl up to second base on a wild pitch. 2-1. So Ogden now with the runner in scoring position and a chance to expand the lead still further if he can on a base hit to the outfield. Grabowski sets. 2-1 is inside. And it's 3-1. And Hunt asks for time and wants to go talk to Grabowski. Say, where was that pitch? It struck out the 4 guys. I'd like to see that one. Let's get us off the field here. 3-1 the count. Now he's ready. And the 3-1. Fastball swung on and fouled away, and that'll run the count out on Ogden to 3-2. Rob Shiljan waits on deck, the third baseman. Now the delivery. Breaking ball is up, and he walked him. Second consecutive walk issued by Tony Grabowski. First and second, 2 out for Shiljan. Singled to center in the first inning, and then popped to short
Third base
in the second. 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. Grabowski sets, having walked 2 in a row here. Starts him with a fastball that's off the plate. 1-0. Corcoran is on deck. Now Grabowski sets, and here he comes. And that is low. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, he had retired the first 8 and now is in danger of walking the bases loaded here. 2 balls and no strikes. Looks in for the sign. Definitely a hitter's count, and the cleanup hitter at the plate. And here's a 2-0. Swung on and pop foul on the first base side. Pierce is over by the dugout, and it is going to get out of play on the first base side. 2-1. There's no activity in St. Louis Park's bullpen, so they're going to stick with Grabowski for a while. Shiljan ahead on the count, 2-1. Swung on and rolled towards the right side. Mangler, the second baseman, will go on to first to retire Shiljan on the side here in the 4th inning. 4-3 the score, no runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left. It is 6-0 Lions Pub after 4 here on Prep Spotlight TV. Top of the 5th inning here at Palm Field, St. Anthony, and it's 6-7-8 due up for St. Louis Park. Paulson, Manville, and Arlt against John Spanier, who has been economical. 41 pitches through 4 innings, 30 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that pitch is low to Paulson, who grounded into an around the horn double play to end the second. 0-for-1. Spanier ready, and here's the pitch. Swung on, and that's fouled back to the screen. 1-1. St. Louis Park has had a base hit in every inning so far. No runs and 4 hits. It's not as though they haven't put runners on base. It's just they had a very rough first couple of innings and just haven't been able to get a break offensively since then. And now there's a pitch down to Paulson. It's 2-1. But they trail 6-0, and that's the only thing that matters to them now is they're starting to run out of outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch from Spanier. That's swung on and rolled into the hole, and deep in the hole, Ogden will make no play. Oh, he threw it over, and he did. He threw from that spot. I didn't think he was going to throw that ball. He did, and he got him. That's a superb play by Ogden at short. Ball deep in the hole, and he made the play. Ogden with a terrific play. And it'll bring up Manville, the left fielder. Single to left his first time up. And was left there. Now the pitch. Pitch is down, 1 ball and no strikes. Spanier ready, and here he comes. Breaking pitch. That is lined to left field. Casaza over, and did he catch it? No, he played it on the hop. It's a base hit for Manville. His second hit of the day, 5th hit for St. Louis Park.
With 1 away.
And here's Arlt, the center fielder, flew to left his first time up. Mike Arlt, ready to go. Spanier works to him, and he is over for a strike. 0-1. Hunt, the catcher, is on deck. St. Louis Park has had a single in every inning so far. Now the pitch. And that back door came over the inside corner, and it's 0-2 to Arlt, who was a little frustrated there. Now we'll see what he does. 0-2. Manville gets his lead. that's up. 1-2. Open stance at the plate for Arlt. Left foot on the back line of the batter's box, and here is the delivery. He takes, and it's low. It's 2-2. Got him played straight away. Field of double play depth. They've turned 2 of those in the first 4 innings today. And here is the 2-2. Arlt takes inside. 3-2. Now Spanier comes set. And a 3-2 to the number 8 man. Swung on, and that's hit high in the air to center field. Rubendahl is over for it, and he makes the catch, and that retires Arlt for the second out. And it'll bring up Sam Hunt, the catcher. Flew to left his first time up.
With 2 away, the catcher, number 45, Sam Hunt.
Spanier has been the pitching equivalent of rope-a-dope here in the first 4 2/3 innings. He's only struck out 1. But he hasn't walked anybody. He's given up singles, and his defense has helped him. Here's Hunt. Out in front of a breaking pitch. Strike 1. I've been a change there. It took something off that pitch, and he had Hunt out on his front foot. 1 strike. And then he threw a fastball right past him. 0-2. Couple of good pitches right in a row from Spanier there, and he's got number 9 man Hunt in an 0-2 hole. Spanier comes to the belt. Here's the 0-2. There's a swinging strike 3 for Hunt, and he is retired. Second strikeout for Spanier, and it retires St. Louis Park in the 5th. No runs, 1 hit, no error, and 1 left. We have played 4.5, 6-0 here on Prep Spotlight TV. Back at Palm Field in St. Anthony. We are on to the 6th inning, which means I better fix the scoreboard. Okay, now it's the 6th inning. Lions Pub, 4 runs in the first, 2 in the second. They hold a 6-0 advantage over St. Louis Park. Now it's still, boy, bottom of 5. Well, the home team does get the bat. That's something I've noticed in many years of calling these games, is that both teams get the bat in each inning. So bottom of the 5th, and it's Lions Pub trying to expand a 6-0 lead. It's picked the number 5, 6, and 7 men in the order. Corcoran, Mettert, and Farr.
And leading off for the Warriors,
Corcoran, homer to right, his first time up, struck out in the second.
Number 34, Tom Corcoran.
So it's been all or nothing for him so far. 1 for 2, a home run and 2 driven in. Grabowski starts him with a fastball in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Grabowski, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 2 2/3 innings of relief. 44 pitches so far, and here is the pitch to Corcoran. That's swung on, and that is hit off the handle into right field. Duda charging, and he makes a basket catch in right center field to retire Corcoran. Here's Mettert, the first baseman, 0 for 2. Flew to left and struck
First
out
baseman
in
now,
his
number
two
14, Tim
appearances
Mettert.
so far. Now Grabowski ready, and he starts him with a fastball right through there for a strike. Oh, 1. And the pitch to him. Swung on, and that's flipped foul over the screen on the first base side out of play, and it's 0-2 to Tim Mettert. Farr, the catcher, on deck. Now here's the pitch. Ooh, that sailed over everything. Batter, catcher, thankfully the umpire, and wound up going back to the screen, so it's 1-2. Now Grabowski ready, and here comes his pitch. And they did it again. It's got everybody shaking their head at the area behind the plate. Two balls, 2 strikes. Now here is the delivery to Mettert. Swung on and hit in the air to left field. Manville coming over. And he makes the catch to retire Mettert for the second out. Branch Rickey would call that constructively wild as he gets Mettert to fly out to left field, and it brings up Farr, the catcher. Reached on an error in the
catcher,
first inning.
Farr.
And struck out looking in the third inning. He's 0 for 2. Grabowski starts him with a fastball a little bit high. 1 ball and no strikes. Klavitz, the right fielder, on deck if Farr can keep things going here in the home half of the 5th. Lions Pub leading 6-0. Yeah, it's upstairs again, 2-0. After back-to-back walks in the 4th inning, Gorowski has set down the last 3. He's trying to get off the field here in the 5th, but he's behind Farr, 2 balls and no strikes. There's a pitch on the corner for a strike. 2-1. Now Grabowski works, and he's upstairs there. 3 balls and a strike. 6 runs, 8 hits for Lions Pub, but none since the 2nd inning. See if Farr can reach. Prolong the 5th inning. Grabowski comes to the plate, and that's ball 4. 3rd walk. And that will bring up
Right fielder now,
Klavitz, and will bring in a courtesy runner for the
Number 7,
catcher,
Jeff Klavitz.
Farr. Catchers may leave for courtesy runners when there are 2 outs. And the pinch runner is Leo Farr, number 1. So Klavitz, left-handed batter, is 1 for 2, singled and scored in the 2nd, flew to left in the 3rd. Here's Grabowski. Up with a fastball, 1-0. His pitch count now into the 50s, so see how long he is in the ball game. Here's a pitch, and it's inside for 2-0. And now we have personnel heading down to the bullpen for St. Louis Park. Two-0. That's up. 3 balls and no strikes. Grabowski working to Klavitz. Taking all the way, and he takes ball 4. So again, back-to-back walks for Tony Grabowski. He's now struck out 4 and walked 4, and it's going to bring a trip to the mound. And it'll bring up Casaza to the plate when that is over. He is 0 for 1. Sacrifice bunt and a strikeout in his 2 appearances. And now coach will come out and they'll get a pitching change here, I'm pretty sure. Both the umpires are out, and yes, that'll be it for Grabowski, who will leave the game. "16 pitches and 5 strikes in the 5th inning, 60 for the game, and 28 strikes, 4 walks, but 4 strikeouts as well." So take a break for the new pitcher and come back right after this. Pete Fuller, left-handed pitcher, number 23, into the game for St. Louis Park. He has runners at 2nd and 3rd and 2 out. Grabowski, 3 1/3 innings, allowed no hits. Struck out 4, walked 4, 60 pitches, 28 strikes. As he lost his command over the last couple of innings when all 4 of those walks took place. In fact, he walked 4 out of the last 6 batters that he faced. And Pete Fuller, left-handed pitcher, wears number 23. Now in the game, and he'll face the left-hander Casaza with 2 on and 2 out. Be sure to visit townballmn.com and revisit the 2019 Emmy Award-nominated series, Townball, Uniquely Minnesota, an 8-part series that looks at the very essence of the Minnesota amateur baseball scene. Log on to townballmn.com to download your favorite episode or the entire series. The Minnesota Baseball Association is proud to present the 2020 state tournaments. Follow along on their website at mnbaseball.org or join their Twitter feed at MinBaseball. Fuller will finish his warm-up tosses, and Casaza will get his shot. Of course, the book is still open on Grabowski. He's responsible for both runners at 1st and 2nd. Here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. 6-0 Lions Pub, scoring 4 runs in the 1st, including 2 on a long home run by Tom Corcoran to right field. And 2 more in the 2nd inning. They put together 6 runs on 8 hits in that span. Haven't scored since, but haven't needed to, as pitching and defense have helped them maintain that advantage. Pete Fuller, ready to finish his warm-up tosses, and he's good. Nods and says he's ready.
On the mound now for
Now here's Casaza.
23, Pete Fuller. And stepping into the batter's box for the Warriors, left fielder number 9, Dan Casaza.
So Casaza, as we mentioned, is 0 for 1. Sacrifice bunt in the 2nd inning, struck out looking in the 4th. 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. Pitch. Gets back to the screen. First one is wild, and both runners move up 90 feet. 1 ball and no strikes. St. Louis Park Buzzards bad luck in this contest. Can't kill nothing. Nothing will die. Fuller sets. And he's up with a fastball there, and it's 2-0. Swan on deck if the number 9 man reaches. Now the set. Here comes the pitch. That's in the dirt. 3-0. Fuller looking for his first strike. So 3-0 to Casaza. There's a fastball over. 3-1. Casaza taking all the way. I'll turn him loose now on 3 balls and a strike and see what he can do against his fellow left-hander as Fuller comes set. And that is fouled back to the screen. And it's a full count, 3-2. Dan Casaza. Now he's ready, and the payoff pitch. Swung on and rolled to the right side. Pierce, the first baseman, has it. He'll take it himself. He steps on the bag to retire Casaza, 3 unassisted, and that's it for Lions Pub in the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left. Played 5 at 6-0 on Prep Spotlight TV.
Pirates 0.
Top of the 6th.
Starting
Here at
out
St. Anthony, and it's the top of the order for St. Louis Park.
for the Pirates.
Starting their 3rd trip through.
Shortstop number 32, Alex
Veggie Johnson, who was 0 for 2, struck out and bounced to second. And swings and misses at that fastball from John Spanier. 56 pitches, 39 strikes coming into this 6th inning. And now we got time called. Spanier will go back and try again. 1 strike to Veggie Johnson. Duda and Mangler due to bat for St. Louis Park here in the 6th. Now the pitch. In the dirt. 1-1. 12 outs left for St. Louis Park to try and climb back into this game. Trail by 6. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a breaking pitch. Veggie Johnson now behind the ball and 2 strikes. Spanier ready. And now he'll back off the rubber as he couldn't get things squared away with Farr as catcher. Now he's got it, and here's the pitch on the way. Swung on and lined to center field. Rubendahl started in, now goes back a few steps and makes the catch for the first out. Solid line drive by Veggie Johnson, but it's caught by Rubendahl for the first out. And here's Duda, 1 for 2. Single to right in the first, fouled out to the third baseman Chiljan in the
with 1 away,
fourth.
Right fielder number 34, Chris Duda.
So Duda 1 for 2. And the pitch. Fastball away, 1 ball and no strikes. So the higher seed teams have done as expected here so far. And here's the pitch. Duda swings and lifts one down the line and deep to right field, but foul. So a loud strike there for Duda. 1 ball and 1 strike. First game today. Stockman's Irish over the St. Paul Hops, 5-0. Winners of Group A move on in this event. 1-1 to Duda. Swung on, and that's hitting the air to left. That's trouble. Casaza over, Ogden over, and the shortstop, Ogden, for a long run, makes the catch to retire Duda. And that'll bring up Mangler, the second baseman.
With 2 away, second baseman.
Grounded
number 3,
into a
Jake
double
Mangler.
play in the first inning, single to center, and erased on a fielder's choice in the fourth. He's 1 for 2. 2 up and 2 down for Lions Pub, and their defenses look rock solid in this game. Now the pitch from Spanier, and that is a strike called in the outside corner. They had allowed only 7 runs in 4 games coming in, as we mentioned, and they scored 36. Here's the pitch from Spangler. That's swung on and stroked into left center field. It will get down for a base hit for Mangler. Second hit for Mangler. 6th hit for St. Louis Park. And
number 42,
Donald Blunt
comes
comes to the plate. Line to center in the second inning and bounced into a fielder's choice in the fourth. So Mangler, the base runner, with 2 away. And it continues the Park streak of a hit in every inning, but they have not scored as yet. And here's the pitch. Blunt looks at a curveball over. 1-1. Pierce on deck. Now Spangler to the belt. And there he comes. Blunt grounds one foul down the third baseline. Sharply hit but foul, and it's 0-2 to the Park third baseman. So Spanier, 1 pitch away from getting off the field, but pretty good hitter in Blunt to deal with first. 0-2. Fastball upstairs, 1-2. Now Spanier sets. Blunt ready. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Blunt swings and lifts one to left field. Pretty well hit. Casaza going back for it. Back. Leaps, and it's off his glove. And it's going to put Mangler at third base. And Blunt is only going to get a single out of that. I think he thought it was a home run, and it's going to be a long single for
first baseman
Blunt.
number
Casaza with a
33, Joe
long
Pierce.
run to get to that ball. Mangler winds up at third, but Blunt, for whatever reason, either slow out of the box or thinking it was a home run, is on first base. Here's Pierce, the first baseman. Runners at the corners for Park, and 2 outs. Breaking ball is high. 1 ball and no strikes. It's the first time today they've had 2 runners on base at a time, though. And they've got 7 hits. Still looking for their first run as Blunt gets his lead from first and Mangler from third. Swung on, and that's a base hit into center field. Mangler scores. Blunt around second, and he is on his way to third, and he will make it standing. And that was closer than it looked like it was going to be at the start, and Blunt gets in. RBI single for Pierce, and St. Louis Park is on the board. 6-1.
Designated hitter now, number 11, Matt Paulson.
So an RBI single for Pierce, and here's Paulson, who is 0 for 2, grounded to third and grounded to short. First time into a double play, but now he's got runners at the corners with 2 outs in the 6th, and his team on the board. The pitch. Swung on, and that's hitting the air to right field. Here comes Klavitz in, and he will get there. and make the catch to retire Paulson and the side. In the 6th inning, they get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave 2. Played 5.5, and it's 6-1. Lions Pub over St. Louis Park here on Prep Spotlight TV. Bottom half of the 6th inning. And it'll be the top of the order due up for Lions Pub, and it's Brennan Swan, Charlie Rubendahl, and Chad Ogden. We'll have a total among them of 5 of the 8 hits that Lions Pub has
now, second baseman,
put on the board here in the first 5 innings for them. Pete Fuller on for his first full inning of work. And starts him with a breaking pitch in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. So the top of the order has gotten it done here for Lions Pub, especially in the first 2 innings when they built that lead. It's 6-1 as we play the bottom of the 6th. There's the pitch. There's a fastball up, and it's 2-0 to Swan. Now Fuller ready. There he comes. And it's in the dirt. 3 balls and no strikes. Grabowski, his line is complete, 3 1/3 innings. No runs, no hits, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Now the pitch, and that is a 4-pitch walk to Swan.
Go, Charlie.
And here's Charlie Rubendahl, who is 2 for 2, singled
Charlie Rubendahl
in the first and scored, singled in a run in the 2nd inning, and then walked in the 4th. 2 for 2, runs scored, RBI. Swan gets his lead from first base. And a breaking pitch over for a strike to Rubendahl. 0-1. Lovely day here. Started off without a cloud in the sky, and now it started to cloud over a little bit, but very comfortable and very nice here today. Now a throw to first base is going to get over the head of Pierce and go into right field, and Swan will go to second base. That's an error on Hunt. Try to throw the ball behind Swan and pick him off, and the catcher Hunt threw it into right field, so it's a second error against St. Louis Park. So Fuller ready. And he'll work to Rubendahl. Shows bunt and takes outside. On a strike to Charlie Rubendahl. And now the infield is in at the corners. Looking for a bunt here. Now the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Manville over to his right. Will not get there. It's going to fall for a hit. Swan around third. Here comes the throw. It's cut off, and a run scores, and it's 7-0. 7-1, I should say, Lions Pub. Advancing the score here with a base hit to left field by Rubendahl. The scores Brennan Swan.
Shortstop down, number 11, Chad Ogden.
And he took second base, Rubendahl did on the throw home. So here's Ogden. 7-1. Second base, nobody out. Fuller to the belt, and here he comes. A bunt there, and it's down the third base side. That's a great bunt. Throw by Fuller to first is in time to retire Ogden. It is a 1-3 sacrifice for the first out.
Third baseman now, number 13, Rob Chilgen.
And here's Chilgen, the third baseman, who is 1 for 3, singled in a run and scored in the first, popped out to short and grounded to second base. Now the infield in at all 4 stations for Park. Children looks at a breaking pitch for strike 1. Rubendahl at third, 1 out. Infield in and a run in for Lions Pub here in the 6th inning. And they lead it 7-1. And here is the pitch. Swung on and grounded fouled on the third base side, and a neat pickup by the third base coach. It's important that your base coaches be good fielders. Especially when the balls hit hard. Sometimes those guys have to skip rope down there. Here's the pitch. And Fuller misses with a fastball up, 1-2. Rubendahl at third, 1 out. And a 6-run advantage for Lions Pub here in the bottom half of the inning. Fuller ready. Here's the pitch. Thought about it and didn't go. 2-2. All ready. And here comes the 2-2 delivery, and he misses outside there, and it's 3-2. Corcoran, the designated hitter, is on deck. Fuller ready. Here comes the pitch. Fouled straight back. Count rides, 3-2. Left-hander Fuller trying to get out of a jam here. Now he comes set. 3-2. Going in, gets back to the screen. Rubendahl trying to score, and he will score. Ball 4 and a wild pitch. The runner keeps on running, and he's going to make it to second base. As Fuller caught the ball, time had not been called, and Shiljan gets a walk and moves to second base. Rubendahl scores on a wild pitch, and it is now 8-1. Ryan Heaslip is the new pitcher for St. Louis Park.
Number 19, Ryan Heaslip. And for the Warriors now, designated hitter number 34.
And it's 8-1 here in the 6th inning. Corcoran is at the plate. Fuller so far 2/3 of an inning, 2 runs so far, 1 hit, walked 2, and no strikeouts. And Heaslip, right-handed pitcher, where his number 19 will work to Corcoran. And he's through there for a strike. To start him off, Corcoran is 1 for 3, home run, strikeout, and a fly to right. Heaslip ready, and here's his pitch. Swung on, jammed, and popped up in the infield on the right side. Mangler makes the catch for the second out. And that'll bring up Mettert, the first baseman, who's 0 for 3. Flew to left in the first, struck out in the third, flew to left in the fifth.
Mettert.
And the runner at second base is Fuller's responsibility. 2 runs in here in the 6th inning. Breaking pitch on the corner for a strike. Taking his time, Heaslip is. Now he looks and he drops down and misses in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Farr, the catcher, is on deck. Pitch is swung on and roped down the line to left field, and it's hooking and it's foul. Miter gave it a ride, but a long strike it is. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Shiljan is at second base. See if he's looking, get his team in the dugout here. Here's the pitch. Missed inside. 2-2. Now comes to the belt and works. Swung on and jam shot is going to fall to the shortstop, and Fedgie Johnson with a fine catch before it reached the outfield grass, and that will do it for Lions Pub here in the 6th inning. They scored 2 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 left. We played 6, and it's 8-1 Lions Pub here on Prep Spotlight TV.
8.
St. Louis Park to bat in the 7th inning. St. Louis Park, 1 run, 8 hits, 2 errors. Lions Pub Warriors, 8 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. Line on Fuller, 2/3 of an inning, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 hit, 2 walks, no strikeouts, 21 pitches, 9 strikes. Bottom third of the St. Louis Park order to face John Spanier, who has thrown only 72 pitches. Kind of a feast or famine day for him. He's allowed 8 hits and a run, but he's only thrown 70 pitches to get 18 outs. Here's the pitch to Manville. Swung on, and that's ripped to center field. Rubendahl has it measured, though, and he makes the catch. It sailed on him a little bit. Manville hit it hard, but right at the center fielder for the first out of the 7th inning. He had been 2 for 2 coming in, and here's Arlt, the center fielder, 0 for 2. Flew to left in the 3rd, flew to center in the 5th. Now Spanier ready, and here's the pitch. Strike called. Sam Hunt, the catcher, waiting on deck, but he may not bat here as Tyler Horning is swinging a bat in the on-deck circle. It may hit for him. Now the pitch. Swung on and grounded foul past the first base dugout. 1-2. Now Spanier ready, and here's his 1-2 pitch out in front and struck him out. Arlt way out on the front foot there, and he strikes out. Third strikeout for Spanier, and here's Hunt. 0 for 2. Flew to left in the third inning. Actually, it's not going to be Hunt. It is the pinch hitter, Tyler Horning.
Louis Park, number 38, Tyler Horning.
So Hunt 0 for 2. Horning looks at a big breaking ball. It drops over the plate for strike one. Top of the order on deck for St. Louis Park. Here's a pitch in the dirt to Horning. And it is 1-1. Now the pitch on the way from Spanier. Swung on that slap to the right side and threw for a base hit. So Horning is aboard with 2 outs. 9 hits for St. Louis Park, and they've had at least one in every inning still.
Top of the order now for the Pirates.
Top of the order, and here's
shortstop number 32,
Veggie Johnson.
Veggie Johnson.
It was 0 for 3. Struck out in the first to lead off the ball game, then bounced to second base and lined to center. Horning gets his lead, and the pitch. Veggie Johnson swings and hits one a mile in the air, but foul down the left field line and out of play. Two outs, 1 on here in the 7th inning for St. Louis Park. Spanier sets, and here he comes. Swung on, and that's grounded to third. A nice pickup by Shiljan to Swan. And that forces Horning and retires the side, but a nice pickup there. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. Stretch time here at Palm Field. Bottom of 7, and an 8-1 lead for Lions Pub as they come to bat here in the home half. Bottom third of the order due up. Farr, Klabitz, and Casaza
Starting out the bottom
due up, and here is James Farr, the catcher. He is 0 for 2, reached on an error, struck out, and walked his day so far. And Ryan Heaslip, the 4th pitcher for the St. Louis Park Pirates, trail 8-1 here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Our game coming up, scheduled to start at 4. Minneapolis Cobras and the Northwest Orioles. There's a strike for Heaslip, 0-1. And I'll give way to Steve Thompson for the call of the next 2 here in St. Anthony. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is a little bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike. He slipped 7 pitches to get off the field in the 6th, 5 strikes. And the pitch on the way. Inside. 2-1. Now he slipped ready, and here he comes. There's a strike called. 2-2. So Heaslip is ready now, and he comes in. Half swing, he went around. Foul tip, caught for strike 3. And Farr is a strikeout victim. First strikeout for Heaslip, and here's Klavitz, the right fielder. Singled and scored in the second, flew to left, and walked.
Number 23, Ike Mazenga.
But he is actually going to be lifted for a hitter here. 23, Ike Mazenga, left-handed pinch hitter. So out in front, and swing and a miss. Mazenga ready. Now here is the pitch. Swung on, and that's lifted foul, out of play on the third base side. 0-2. And another pinch hitter on deck. And here's a long drive to left field. Right field, rather. Back on it is Duda, and it's over his head, and he makes the catch. What a grab by Duda in right field. And Mazenga is retired on a long fly out, and unorthodox out, certainly.
Away, center fielder,
and now
17, Charlie Rubendahl.
Pinch hitter for Lions Pub, and here's Emery Hull.
The Warriors, number 8, Emery Hull.
Mazenga give that one a ride, and Duda got all turned around out there, but reached up and caught the ball. And here's a breaking pitch inside for ball one to Emery Hull, hitting for Casaza, who is 2 for 3. Now the pitch. Fouled off the mask. This time it went off the catcher rather than the umpire. And strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. Home plate umpire, if you joining us late, has been taking a real beating back there. He went down twice with issues. Once took a fastball full in the mask, and that will rearrange your thought patterns, as they say. And here's a pitch from Heaslip, swung on and grounded foul on the third base side for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Hull. Top of the order is on deck, Swan. Now Heaslip ready, and here he comes. And he got him on a pitch outside, and Hull kind of waved at it for strike 3. 1, 2, 3, 7th inning for Lions Pub. Nothing across. It's the first time that they have been retired in order since the third. We have played 7. It is 8-1 Lions Pub here on Prep Spotlight TV. St. Louis Park, 8th inning. And of the 2 players that were hit for, Casaza re-enters in left field, but Ike Mazenga is now the new right fielder, replacing Klavitz. And here's Chris Duda, who made that catch in right field last inning that you would have to figure that it's a catch that might be made on instant replay, might not. Duda takes strike 1. He's a little bit late there, and he fouls one away over the third base dugout. 0-2. Mangler on deck, Blunt to follow. Those are the scheduled hitters. We'll see if Park goes to its bench here, but trailing 8-1 and needing hits in the 8th inning. Well, hits haven't been the issue. It's just been moving the base runners. Here's the pitch. Duda swings, and he lines one foul down the right field line for strike 2. St. Louis Park, 1 run, 9 hits, 2 errors. We had 2 double plays, and they have had an extremely hard time moving base runners today. They've had at least 1 hit in every inning off Spanier, who has thrown 82 pitches through 7 innings, 59 strikes. Oh, 0-2 to Duda. Here he comes. And that one's spoiled at the plate. Fouled back to keep the count at 0-2. Duda trying to get something started here. 6 outs left to get for Lions Pub to advance in the event. And a 7-run lead. And they can't get things squared away at the plate, so time called, and we'll hit game reset here. Now Duda will try again. 0-2. Spanier delivers. Duda grounds it up the middle, and it is off the second base bag. Great stop and a throw over by Ogden, and he gets Duda on a ground ball that hits the second base bag. Ogden adjusted, played the carom, and still threw him out. 6-3 the play, and a fine play at short by Ogden, who's made a couple of those. And here's Mangler, the second baseman, who is 2 for 3. Grounded into a double play and 2 singles, and has scored the only St. Louis Park run in the 6th inning. Now the pitch, low. 1 ball and no strikes. Blunt is on deck. A breaking ball over and a strike. A lovely pitch that was. 1-1 to Mangler. Now here's a little flare into short right field. Mettert going back, and he can't make the play. It's a base hit for Mangler, who is 3 for 4. And it'll bring up
third baseman now,
Blunt.
number 42, Donald Blunt.
It is 315 feet to left field here at Palm Field. Blunt hit a 314-foot single off the fence his last time up. He is 1 for 3, lined out to center, bounced to short, and singled to center. Good-looking hitter. And the pitch. That is fouled over the dugout for strike 1. Pierce on deck. Again, St. Louis Park with a safety in every inning so far. They've got 10 hits. To say Spanier has scattered them would be an understatement. 1 strike to Blunt. That is low. In the dirt, 1 ball and 1 strike. Pierce, Paulson, Manville due up after Blunt if they can keep it going that far. They need runs. 8-1 they trail in the 8th inning. Now the pitch. Blunt swings and taps it fouled on the third base side. 1-2. Now Spanier looks in with his sign. Mangler gets his lead at first base. Here's the pitch. And that is hit a long way to left field. That one he can trot on. It is long gone. Donald Blunt with a 2-run bomb, and it's 8-3. He hit that a long way. Donald Blunt. He arrives at the plate after a towering home run to left field. That'll bring up Pierce, and it's now 8-3. Why on earth you throw him a strike, I think, is beyond me, because he will hit it.
First baseman now, number 33, Joe Pierce.
Here's Pierce. He is 2 for 3. Spanier delivers, swung on, and that's hit in the air to center field. Rubendahl to his left is calling, and he makes the catch. And retires Pierce on the first pitch. 2 down, and here's Paulson.
With 2 away, designated hitter number 11, Matt Paulson.
Paulson on the day is 0 for 3. Grounded into a double play, grounded to short, and has flown to right. Now Spanier ready, and here he comes. Breaking pitch is up. 1 ball and no strikes. Manville is on deck. There's a fastball over for a called strike. See if the DH can keep things going for St. Louis Park here in the 8th inning. They got 2 of them back. Still need 5 more. Here's the pitch. A little bit up, 2-1. So no activity in the Lions pen. Spanier ready, and here is the pitch. Swung on, and that's popped up in the infield, right side. Swan coming over. And the second baseman will make the catch, and that retires Paulson and Park in the 8th inning. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left. 7.5. And it's 8-3 here on Prep Spotlight TV. Bottom 8 here at Palm Field in St. Anthony. Top of the order due up for the Lions Pub Warriors, who lead St. Louis Park 8-3.
Baseman number 29, Brennan Swan.
Here's Swan, who has scored 3 runs today, singled twice, walked, and fouled out to third base. 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored. Heaslip works, and it's inside, low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Rubendahl and Ogden due up, but whether they hit or not remains to be seen. They have gone to the bench a couple of times. There's a strike called from Heaslip, who has thrown 19 pitches in an inning in 2/3 of work, 14 strikes. And he's ready now, 1-1. He drops a breaking ball over for a called strike. 1-2 to Swan. Now the pitch. Swung on and grounded to the right side. Slowly hit Pierce over. And is he going to beat it to first base? Yes, it's an infield single as Swan, very slowly hit ball, is able to beat it out. 10th hit for Lions Pub, and it brings up Rubendahl.
Center fielder now, number 17, Charlin Rubendahl.
And Rubendahl has been on base all 4 times today, scored twice, and has driven in 3 runs. 3 for 3, 2 runs scored, 3 RBI, and a walk. And a foul tip for strike 1 on the first offering from Ryan Heaslip. Swan aboard, leading off the 8th inning. Now the pitch. Drops down, broke his bat. Grounder right back to the mound. And Heaslip will throw on to first base, and that bat probably will not be used again as Rubendahl bounces right back to the mound. Swan takes second. First out, and here's Ogden, the shortstop, who grounded out in the first inning, doubled in a run in the second, walked in the 4th, and dropped down a sacrifice bunt in the 6th, so he is 1 for 2 officially with an RBI. Now Ogden stands in. Swan at second base. Heaslip ready, and here's the pitch. Swung on, and that is laced towards the gap in left center field. Long run for Manville. He won't get there. Around third, Swan will score. as Ogden will pull into second base with a stand-up double. And the RBI makes it 9-3.
Third baseman now, number 13.
And here
Rob
is
Chilgen,
the third baseman. Singled and scored in the first, popped to short, grounded to second, and walked. 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. 1 out and a runner at second base here in the home half of the 8th. And the pitch from Heaslip is up. 1-0. Looking ahead to the 9th for St. Louis Park, it's the bottom third of the order due up. Manville, Arlt, and Hunt. And the pitch on the way from Heaslip swung on and popped up into short left center field. Fedgie Johnson going back on it. Left fielder Manville coming in, though, and he makes the catch for the out. Second out of the 8th inning, and here's Corcoran. Designated hitter, home run to right in the first inning, struck out, flew to right, popped to second, 1 for 4, with 2 runs batted in. Nine to 3, Lions Pub here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and a runner in scoring position, and the designated hitter takes low and in, 1 ball and no strikes. Coming up after this game, scheduled to start at 4 o'clock, Minneapolis Cobras, defending champs against the Northwest Orioles. Steve Thompson will have the call of that game. And here is the pitch. Swung on, and that's laced to center field. Arlt going back on it. Got a bead. And he makes the catch to retire Corcoran on the side. In the 8th inning, they get another run on 2 hits. No errors, and they leave 1. We played 8, and it's 9 to 3 Lions Pub here on Prep Spotlight TV. Top of 9 for St. Louis Park, trailing 9 to 3. And John Spanier, who's thrown only 99 pitches so far, trying for a complete game. We saw a complete game in the first game from Eddie Klingsborn of Stockman's Irish. He struck out 12 and allowed 2 hits in a 5-0 win. Here is the pitch. A breaking ball called outside to Manville, who is 2 for 3. 2 singles to left and a line out to center field. Now the pitch swung on, and that slapped the left. Casaza going over. Long run for him, and it lands just foul. Down the third base line. So a strike to Manville, 1-1. I got that inside-out swing going here as he has gone to left field twice. Center field once. 7, 8, 9 due up for St. Louis Park here in their half of the 9th. Spanier ready. And here is the pitch. Strike called to Manville, 1-2. Spanier ready, and here he comes to the plate, and that is in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now we are starting to get some activity down the third base line for Lions Pub, just in case. Now the pitch, and that is hit in the air to right center field into the gap, and that is going to drop for a base hit, and it's going to split the outfielders, and he thought about it, now it's caught between bases, and sliding into second base with a double is Manville, and that's as awkward a piece of base running, I think, as he has seen in a while. He stopped halfway between first and second and then elected to go for the extra base, and he made it in. It's a double.
With nobody down, center fielder number 24,
And
Mike
St. Louis
Arlt.
Park has had at least one hit in every inning of this game and trails by 6. Here's Arlt, the center fielder. 3 hits for Manville today. That's a double. Arlt is 0 for 3, 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And he takes a strike on the outside corner. And now Spanier ready, and here's the pitch. Swung on, and that is hit the second base on a line. Swan with a grab, and Arlt is retired for the first out on the bottom of the top of the ninth. And that is going to bring up another pinch hitter for
Batting
St.
now
Louis
for
Park,
the
Andy
Pirates,
Peterson, 27.
Andy Peterson.
With Manville at second base. And 1 out in the top of the ninth. Takes a pitch in the dirt. Warming up for Lions Pub. 31 Ben Etzel down the line, if needed. Now the pitch. Swung on and grounded past the pitcher towards center field. Swan picks it up, though, and throws him out. And taking third is Manville. 1 more out to get, and they flip the order, and it's the shortstop, Alex Veggie Johnson, due up. He is 0 for 4 today. Struck out, grounded to second, line to center, and bounced into a fielder's choice his last time up. But he's got Manville at third base and 2 outs here in the ninth. And the pitch. Breaking ball over. Duda is on deck if Reggie Johnson can prolong things here in the ninth. Pitch. Breaking ball low. 1-1. Coming up at 4 again, Minneapolis Cobras, the defending champions in Class A against the Northwest Orioles. And here is the pitch. Fastball through there for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here in the ninth inning. 1 more strike to get for John Spanier. He sets, and here he comes. Up high. 2-2. Spanier has struck out 3 and walked no one in this game. You let him put it in play for the most part. His defense has been very good. Here is the pitch, and that's upstairs. And now it's a full count to Veggie Johnson, 3-2. Duda, Mangler, and Blunt coming up, and get the feeling that 8 2/3 might be the limit here if he doesn't get this batter. Here's the pitch. Swung on and jammed him. A full flare to right field. Mettert going back on it, though. Has it measured, and he makes the catch, and that's the ball game. In the ninth inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. 9-3, the final score. Back with the totals right after this.
Visiting jerseys and T-shirts for
Final
sale.
totals from our second game. The Lions Pub Warriors, 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 8. St. Louis Park Pirates, 3 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors. They left 7. Winning pitcher John Spanier, he goes the distance. 3 runs earned, allowed 12 hits, 1 hit or more in each inning. No walks, 3 strikeouts, 114 pitches, 79 strikes. So he let his defense do it, and they did it. And John Spanier with a complete game. The losing pitcher is the starter, Andy Davis, for St. Louis Park. Inning and a third, 6 earned runs, 8 hits, no walks or strikeouts. Tony Grabowski, Pete Fuller, and Ryan Heaslip finishing up for St. Louis Park. 2 hours, 20 minutes, the game time, and Lions Pub Warriors will move on to meet the winner of the first game, Stockman's Irish. Their next game this week, that should be a very good ball game. A couple of good teams going at it there. We're going to clear out now and come back for our third game at about 4 o'clock. Minneapolis Cobras and the Northwest Orioles are getting set to do battle. 2020 Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and is presented by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone. And by Wings Financial. We're for people like you. Final score, 9-3. Jeff Pappas saying thanks for watching. And be sure to check in for Steve Thompson at 4 o'clock. Cobras and Northwest Orioles here on Prep Spotlight TV.